Hi everybody, welcome to Community Builders Show. My name's Nurse Phill and we are very fortunate today to get someone who's doing really great things out in the community for our people. I'm welcoming Julie from Wonsie, yes, Wonsie, and she's going to talk to us about what she's been doing. So welcome Julie, great to have you on the show today.
Thank you, Nurse Phill. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to connect with your audience today.
Thank you. Yes, we've got a big audience. It's growing all the time. So, and we, at Community Builders Show, we're here to explore what's out there for our clients and what they can do that's outside of the normal everyday stuff that they see, and what can actually help them. And when I found you, Julie, I was like, yes, we're getting you on the show. This is happening. So
yeah, great, thank you. I actually do talk to a lot of support coordinators, occupational therapists who meet me at the first time, particularly other events. So it's actually really good to be able to to show our product to a bigger audience. And a lot of people don't know about us and actually find us a very useful tool for a lot of behavioural issues that some of their clients might have.
That's really good. So let's take us to the start. When did you get the concept for Wonsie?
Okay, so I've always worked in the fashion industry, and I worked at Bonds for a long time, for about 10 years. And during that time when I was working there, I have a good friend, still do have a good friend, and her youngest son has autism. And he was about 4 or 5 when she reached out to me saying, Julie, I can't stop Zach from smearing his feces everywhere, his poo, basically.
Yeah.
He will dig into his nappy, spread it everywhere, on the curtains, excuse me, onto the carpet, and they'll actually renting in a place. So she was just scrubbing, and it's really hard to get that smell and that odor out of everything.
It sure is.
She Zach was wearing Bond's bodysuits for a long time, which helped to curb the problem of him simply just slipping his hand down the back of his nappy and pulling his feces out and playing with it and eating it, that sort of thing. So she simply needed someone to make larger bodysuits that would fit his size, because Bond stops at a size 2.
Oh yeah.
And this problem continues for a long time. She would resort to things like, with his pajamas, for instance, at night, she'd strap him in with duct tape to stop him from separating his pajamas. So he would always find a way to pull them apart, and there'd be like poo everywhere in his bedroom first thing in the morning, and that's just the most not the nicest
good way to wake up.
Yeah, that's right. So I started making them for him, basically, and they were such a good success. I was sort of Christy, who's Zach's mum, we worked together to make a product that was lower in the legs, so it was harder to gain access to the nappy, but also made it was something simple and look like someone who wasn't a baby could wear it. So it didn't make them look like a baby or wearing something different than someone else would. So they would look very similar to their peers. So we came up with this first garment.
Yeah.
I'll just show you a little bit. This is just I don't know whether you can see it. These are just a few examples of the things in our range. And even though it wasn't in red, this is the first sort of thing that we made for him, which was just a singlet or a tank style bodysuit, which you can't see it here, but when you wear it on the body, it actually forms like a little boy leg. So it actually sits about there on the body.
Yeah. Is it like a women's when they wear their basketball uniform?
What was that, sorry?
Like women when they wear the women's basketball uniform, it looks like a one piece where it just goes to the top of their thigh.
Yeah, that's right. So Zach would wear this underneath his pants or whatever to school, and that would just simply stop the simple effect of him being able to put his nappies down his pants and smearing everywhere. However, it still has access for his mum or carer to undo the snaps underneath the crotch for easy changing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically how it all started, and we've been around for 12 years, and I've only just really gone full time with this business a year ago.
What was the change to make you go full time with it?
Well, I worked in the fashion industry for a long time, so Bonds for 10 years, and then I worked at the Walmart company for another 10 years. It just was the right time for me to go full time with this business, and it was just growing so much that I just needed to concentrate on this business full time.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. I like the story too of how you started. It wasn't like it was a necessity that you came from. You found a friend that needed your help, and you've gone, we can do something here to help you. And
Yep.
what was the result then of having the onesie now? What's the result for that little fella? Is he
Oh, he's actually 15 years old now.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah,
no,
right.
he's 16.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to wear them now because he's toilet trained, but it took him probably the first good 12 years of his life. He was pretty much wearing these. I think the thing that sets us apart from apart from not being able to find bodysuits easily over a size 2, is the fact that we do sizes all the way to an adult extra large. So we've obviously got a lot more styles these days. And this one here, this is an 18. I don't know whether it's pretty big. This isn't even our largest size. So a lot of people in aged care have sourced us out for their elderly parents with dementia or whatever, to stop them stripping off, taking their clothes off.
Yes.
And also taking their incontinence pads out. So,
right. Yeah.
I guess what happened 12 years ago when we first started has sort of evolved into a lot more ranges and styles and sizes.
Yeah.
So you can see behind me, so that basic bodysuit that I showed you before, this is the short sleeve style with the crotch studs underneath here. But we have a lot of our customers who are peg fed with tube feeding, as you can see. Don't know whether you can see that.
Yeah.
So we've adapted this style. It basically stops them being able to access that stoma area with dirty fingers. So it keeps it hygienically protected, but it gives them the carer easy access to the area by just having this very open pocket, which is able to be closed, so they can actually get access to their stoma in their stomach.
Okay. And is it easy for the support worker to put their tubing through the shirt when they're getting changed?
Yes, it is. It is. They can basically they can just, we haven't had any problems. And the reason why we've got it centered is because sometimes the location of it's in different areas, and it might not be for just tube feeding either. It might be for
catheters. Can you do it for catheters as well?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So
and
right.
So
Can you change the position of where the pouch is? So if someone's got a like a SPC tube that's down in their stomach a bit lower, can you change where the hole is?
Unfortunately, we can't, because we have to because we sell so many, we have to have nominated the space that I guess was the most practical as well as aesthetically best looking. So if we were to position it anywhere else, it would have been wrong for everybody else. So having it sort of placed in the middle, I guess, was just the simplest way to being able to cater for everybody.
Cater for everyone to access it. That's very good.
So this suit here, that suit there, is also available in where is it? One with tummy access as well, with a back zip. So customers who like to escape out of their clothing and to run around naked, this is this one has, I guess, a slightly higher security of not being able to get out at night. It has a longer leg as well.
Yep.
But also has the facility of having a tube tummy access as well.
And what about around the neck? Is there enough space around the neck?
Yes, well, you can to get in and out, and we do have ones that's slightly lower in the neck as well.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so they've got some space there as well.
Yeah, yeah. So that's just I guess a adaptation of everything that we've got.
Yeah.
We've got just pure back zips which don't have tummy access. And everything comes in sleeveless, short sleeve and long sleeves.
Okay. And is it all for, is the onesies for underneath day clothes?
Not necessarily. We've designed them so, this one for instance, you can wear that on its own with a pair of shorts over the top. So it's designed to look like a t-shirt.
Yes. Okay.
Essentially. I mean, you could run around, you could wear, like in summertime, in the height of summer, especially in Queensland, you could literally just wear that with a pair of shorts, but they can also, they're sort of designed to wear underclothes as well. We find that the navy is probably the most popular. Most of the special school uniforms seem to be navy in colour.
Yeah.
So we do get a lot of, this style in the navy is probably our best seller.
Best seller, yeah, right. Can you put on, you know, like, can you have like Buzz Lightyear or something like that on the front? Can they?
We can't customize it only because we're trying to keep the costs down as much as possible. This garment here is $29.95, and this one goes all the way to a 20 extra large.
Oh, it's massive. Yeah.
It's massive. I mean, they do increment slightly higher in price as the sizes go up, but we've tried to keep the prices down. Also, we want to, because this has got to cater for ages, all ages, for child to adult. We want to keep all of them quite, I guess, we don't want them to look too kiddie, and we don't want them to look too old. So I guess if they want to modify it, they can modify it themselves.
Yeah. Are you able to put the camera up a bit? Because we've sort of got your shoulders.
Oh, sorry, up a bit like this. Is that better?
A little bit more.
A little bit more?
There we go. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah. So what's the material made from? What do you make them out of?
It's 95% cotton.
Oh, good.
And it's 5% elastane, just to give it that bit of recovery, but it washes very well. It can wash in hot water in the washing machine and dry. So it wears very well. And
what about, because we have a lot of clients that have, especially now coming into winter with the dry skin because of the coolness, but they also have skin allergies, or they might have eczema or something like that. And how does the onesie work with skin conditions?
Quite well. I had to actually follow this up with a customer, but all of the seams, and they're very sort of minimal, I guess, are done with just pure cotton thread. And there's no elastic in it to really pinch any legs or arms or necks. So they're all in a soft rib.
Yeah.
So, and also there's no tags. So all of the tags are transfer labels. So there's no annoying tags that can annoy the back.
Annoy them. Good stuff. And so, and their skin's okay with, like, their skin's okay. Like if they've got sensitive skin, it's okay to be next to that.
Yes, we find that a lot of people do ask us for if we can make these in a sort of a rip stop sort of fabrication, but the reason why we don't is because we don't like synthetics. I find synthetics are quite irritating in that it doesn't allow the skin to breathe.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why we only do things in natural fibre and cotton, and
Okay.
and because the fabric is very, very smooth, and it's in a cotton jersey, so it's very soft. It doesn't react with any particular skin sensitivities or conditions.
Ah, that's good. Ah, that's great. So yeah, so you've
Yeah.
really thought about what material
Oh,
to
we
put in the
understand that.
onesie. It's not like
Yeah.
you've just found it and going, here we go.
Oh, no, no. We understand that, particularly with people with autism, sensory issues are a big thing. So that's one thing that we've really looked at. Also,
Yeah.
just in terms of because our best-selling garment would be our short sleeve back zip, and a lot of people have asked us to make this in a swimsuit for them because they're finding that their child is, taking their clothes off at water parks or swimming pools, and a lot of them do hydrotherapy sessions. So they've asked us to make this into a swimsuit. So we've got that style in as a swimsuit.
Oh yeah.
With a back zip. So it stops them from being able to get out themselves. However,
they're a nice pattern. They're a nice shape, and
yeah,
then they can still do their hydrotherapy and go for a swim.
yes, these are chlorine resistant.
Oh, okay.
UV 50 plus UV protection. So because we understand that they're going to be in quite highly chlorinated pools from times, and even though a lot of our garments are designed for people with incontinence, these don't contain any incontinence, but we do also sell swim nappies as well. Yeah. So they team very well up with the swimsuits. You can't.
How does the swim nappies work?
Well, they're basically like a coated neoprene, so they'll hold feces in them, okay. And they're approved for swimming pools.
Yeah, right. So they're
approved public swimming pools, I should say. So we don't make these. They're from Splashabout. They've been imported from Europe, from London. Oh. Ah. But they suit our swimsuits really well if you just need that extra added protection. Yeah,
right. That looks good. Yeah. Ah, that's good to know.
And we also sell bibs as well, because our business is sort of now bedding protection as well as clothing protection as well. So basically incontinence products all around.
Yeah, right. So what sort of bedding have you got?
We've got bed pads. So in case of anyone who wets their bed, we've got things like brolly sheets and bed pads, so you can easily change the bed or just have that protection so you can take it off, so you don't have to be changing the bed in the middle of the night when you're half asleep.
Yep. And so and are they bibs for them as well for feeding time?
So we've got, these are youth bibs, but we've also got adult bibs as well. So they're very, very big, and it just offers protection against drooling. We also sell bandanas as well, waterproof bandanas. So there's a way to so in case there's any drooling or there's any protection for the clothing, it's just a nice way of having that on them all the time.
Yes, yeah, and it looks nice too. Can you have you got different patterns that come out for people?
Yes, we've got about 10 different patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all under the bibs and bandanas section on our website.
Oh, that's really cool.
So we're an e-commerce, so we don't have any physical stores. We're just a e-commerce business that runs out of Sydney. So, and we ship every single day. We've got flat rate shipping of $9.95 anywhere in Australia. And we also ship internationally.
Oh, that's brilliant. So with shipping then, what if it's the wrong size or the clothes don't work?
Yeah, we can offer exchanges and refunds as well.
Yeah, right. See, this is really cool stuff.
Yeah, and we're also NDIS providers too. So on our website, there's a facility where you can fill out the form. We can create an invoice to send to your plan manager, or we can go to our provider portal and get the funds from there if that's the way it's been set up. So we're NDIS providers. Most of this comes out of consumables flexible funding.
Oh, is that where that so if a support worker was looking for their client and go, geez, I've just checked Julie and Wonsie out, our client would really love it. How would they go about that process?
Well, if the client has funding, they can just go to the website, they can pop whatever they want into the shopping cart, and then there's a button that says, are you NDIS funded? And that'll take that shopping cart into a form where they fill out, and then once they submit it, I will then communicate that and take that information, create an invoice, and I will submit it to their plan manager for payment, whatever, and then I'll ship that to the customer directly.
Okay. So does the plan manager have to approve it before it's
yes, we don't ship out until payment's been received, but most plan managers pay now between 5 and 7 days.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's really good. So how long would it take from ordering a onesie, say, and to delivery? When would they receive the onesie?
Okay, so if it's directly paid through our website, like just a regular order, it will be shipped within 24 hours. So if the order was received before 1 o'clock every day, it would be sent out that same day. So if it's express, it will go, if Australia Post are behaving themselves, it will go next day and they're in a metropolitan city. Or if they choose just $9.95 flat rate shipping, it depends where it's going to. So if it's Sydney to Queensland or Sydney to Victoria, normally about 3 or 4 days. To WA, it might take more like 8 business days, and Darwin probably 8. So it'll get shipped out immediately. It just depends how speedy you want it, and what you choose for delivery.
Yeah. Oh, but 8 days is still good time. That's still.
Oh yeah. We never list anything on our website that isn't available now.
Okay, so everything that's there, they'll be able to get straight away.
Yes, straight away.
Yes. With the actual onesie, I was just noticing with the zip at the back. How does a support worker use it to actually clean someone up and change their nappy?
Okay, so people who generally choose the ones with the zip at the back, it's because they've got slightly higher needs. So they're taking their clothes off, or they're at night time and they just want to ensure that that person stays in their clothing, particularly when it's winter time. It gets cold. The worst thing you want to think about is that your child or your loved one has no clothes on, and it'll keep you up at night thinking about that. So you do need to, if they need to change them, the zipper is quite a far way down. It's almost like the whole length of the bodysuit. And the reason why it's on the side is to promote comfort. So, because your backbone is basically sitting in the middle of the suit, there is so the zipper is on the side and has a zipper guard there too. So it'll never sit on the spine or the backbone. So it's actually much more comfortable for the wearer. Yeah,
right. So they don't get it stuck into them when they're rolling over in bed.
That's right. Yeah, it won't feel uncomfortable. It'll be on the side of them rather than on their backbone.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And when they're as a support worker, if they're taking it off, is it easy for them to do they have any with the clients? Sometimes they might resist, and is it easy to take on and off? Even with the client,
it is easy to take on and off. However, the thing you have to remember with the zip at the back is that you have to take it pretty much all off from the top.
Okay, so start at the top
and pull it down. Okay. Whereas it's the opposite for the ones like this, where you've got the buttons at the bottom. You just have to expose them here. You don't have to take the top off. But if you need that one with the zip at the back, you need to pull it down. Yep. So it can be a bit harder, especially in wintertime. especially if they're wearing something over the top. But it definitely gives them better protection of stripping off.
And what about people that are bed bound? Can people that we have clients that are in bed a lot? Is it easy to put a onesie on them while they're in bed?
It is easy because as long as they're lying down, you just have to basically slip the garment on them from the bottom and just pull it up. So it isn't too hard. They don't need to be standing up. Yeah. Although they probably, with this garment, they're probably best to be at least sitting down so you can actually pull it over the top like a normal top, and then buckle it underneath the crotch.
So if a support worker's got a client that's ambulant and mobile, they could go the red option. But if they're bed bound and have
probably the better
movement, go with the zipper down the back is a better option.
Yes.
Yeah, great. That's
yeah.
That's good because we do have a lot of clients that are bed bound, or they stay in a recliner chair, don't move very much.
Yes.
And like when they get soiled and dirty, it's like, well, how are we cleaning this up? Is it going to be a big mess everywhere? So that's really good to know that you got the zipper that can open it up at the back, and you can access them.
If they are soiled and dirty, this is probably the better option, because that you don't have. Then they can it's actually easier to get to the bottom area quicker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they can just literally just undo these buttons and then just take the nappy off or the incontinence pad to get to the area quicker.
And lift it up more. Yeah, right.
That's right. Just lift it up from here. It's basically like a long t-shirt, I suppose. You just lift it up to here.
Yeah. Especially, okay. Yeah. Because I was just thinking how it would work, because like when they're incontinent in bed, how do you clean them up? So you'd lift it up halfway and clean them up, put a new pad on, strip them up, and then bring the onesie down and clip it at the bottom. Is that right? That's
right. Yep.
Yeah, gold. That's really good. Is it? What about with fire protection? Because we know that like a lot of clothing, especially, has an increased risk of catching fire.
Well, I guess because they're fairly close to the body, it actually, I mean, unless they're walking really, really close to a fire, it shouldn't catch, because it's sitting quite close to the body. They're not designed to be super tight, but they're not flowy. That you don't have any parts of the garment that's sort of flowing behind you to catch any embers or anything.
Okay.
I guess the risk of fire is it's probably less than someone wearing something normally like a gown. I guess it's the same sort of, similar risk, but I guess lower.
I just noticed that like a lot of kids' clothing and stuff, they have like a fire warning on the back labels.
Yeah, this does have, I don't know whether you can see it, does have a low fire danger.
Oh, sticker on it. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
But it's still, I guess, it's still a natural fiber. So if you really want it to set on fire, you can, but it's not like it's less danger than a normal gown or something like that, what you'd wear at night.
Yeah, because it's not as much synthetic material in it to.
Oh yeah, and I guess it wouldn't also melt on the body either as well.
Yeah, which is a big problem we see in emergencies.
Right.
Yeah, we see a lot of that. Oh, that's really cool. Who designed your logo?
Oh, I run the whole show, so I do everything.
Oh.
I started this business 12 years ago. I'm actually a designer, graphic designer, that sort of thing. I went to uni and did this at UTS. I did fashion and textile design. And I've been working as a fashion designer and graphic designer all my life. So this is all kind of a big combination of all my skills that have been poured into this business.
Yeah.
And I run the business. I do pretty much everything. I do have a helper who helps me pack, but everything I pretty much do on my own.
Well done. You're doing a great job. And how just on a ballpark figure, how many orders would you put out a month?
Okay. A month, probably 500 to 600 orders a month.
Oh my gosh, that's really
Yeah.
going for it.
So
Well done.
I'd say most of the orders, about 70% would be in Australia.
Yeah.
And a lot of those would be a lot of NDIS customers. And the about, say, 20 or 30% would be US customers. There's actually, it's quite amazing that you can't find, it's just quite a simple garment really, but it's actually really almost impossible to find anywhere in the world, which I find quite amazing, but at the same time.
That's the way it is. That's why we got you, you know. So.
Thanks.
No, that's great. That is really good. Is there anything else you would like to tell our viewers before we wrap up?
No, I think I've pretty much said everything about the business. If our website's www.wonsie, which is spelled WONSIE.com.au. So you can place orders any time of day or night, and we're right on the ball the following day, packing orders and getting your orders out super fast. And you can drop me an email anytime and I'll answer that really, really quickly. Well
done. And what about how do we see you on socials?
I'm on Facebook. There's a Facebook called Wonsie Australia, and there is also an Instagram page for Wonsie as well. We've won a couple of awards over the last couple of years. So we've run, I don't know whether you can see these, but this is we've won 2 awards for online business and sole trader. So that's something that we're really proud of as well.
Well done. That is great news. Well, really, thank you for your time today, Julie, and what you're showing us with Wonsie. It's really been, you'd like to say it is simple, but it is a game changer, especially when your clients are trying to dig into their nappies or trying to attack their tubes, like peg tubes, and we don't want them pulling those out because then it's a medical emergency. So what you're doing is amazing, how to keep it there. And they look fashionable. I know I'm not the fashionablest person in the world, that's true, but they look really cool. And you've even got the hydrotherapy sorted with the swim gear as well, which is amazing. So they can go to the beach, go to the pool. And, with confidence.
I guess I think we're trying to make the lives of families a little bit easier so they don't have to worry about certain things which would have made them worry previously. So I mean, there's nothing worse than you can't really relax knowing that your child might take their clothes off or get into their napkin, especially in public. So that's something that we're trying to relieve.
That is good. Yes, we don't want them painting a Picasso in the middle of the park, you know.
No,
so,
right.
So it's like, how do we manage that so we can still have a bit of community access and do it when it's socially allowed to?
That's right.
Because otherwise, like working nurse, we see it all the time, but it's like, that's nursing, that's not general public. So it's really good that you found a solution, which is fantastic.
It's amazing how many telephone calls and conversations I have about poo smearing, and they're often very embarrassed about it, but this is a conversation I have with them, with everybody, every day, all the time. I'm so used to talking about poo smearing, which isn't the most glamorous.
And it is a real issue. It is a real problem for a lot of people. And what you're doing is great to be able to manage that for them.
Thank you.
You might have your own counselling arm on the side after this.
Maybe.
Yeah, get him all good. Well, thank you very much for your time, Julie and Wonsie. And from us at the Community Builders Show, we really appreciate it. And you've given us a lot of great information and advice. And for you, the support workers out there, go and have a look at Wonsie, see what your client could do with it. And it looks like a really simple garment, nice and clean, and because it's 95% cotton, looks like it will sit a lot better against their skin, especially if they've got that frail skin or they've got really irritated skin. It will help them keep that nice and calm. So really appreciate your time, Julie. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Nurse Phill.
Nurse Phill. That's
I
right.
almost called you Dr. Phill.
In America, they have Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I know.
But we're lucky because we have Nurse
Nurse
Phill.
Phill, that's better. Isn't it?
Thank you so much. All
Thank
the best.
you too.
Bye-bye. I'll like you on our pages. I'm not the best at social media. I'm just, yeah, I'll tell you that up front. But and like if you've got any new swimsuits or you got
Yeah.
a new thing coming out, or
We're having a brand new color. We always do a brand new color each season. So the color grape will be coming out in a few months. It basically, you know, all of our wearers wear it day in, day out. So they're always waiting for that new color to come out.
yeah,
Just
I was going to say
give their wardrobe
the new
more
woohoo, yeah,
yeah, I know.
yeah. So they're going there. So grapes the next one.
Yeah, grape's the next one.
Oh, that's cool. You're going to pour Hubba Bubba on it. You know the chewy.
Oh, I could do.
Yeah, great. Hubba Bubba.
Okay.
Yes. Well, thank you for your time today. And yeah, we'll get this up by next week.
Yep.
And yeah, I'll send you the link so you can go and chop and change and use a bit of the video as you need to.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah, we've got
Thank
to work together, Jules. We've got to
Yep.
work together. You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
Thank you.
All right. All the best. And I wish you good health and have a great day.
Thanks. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.